Have you ever felt drained after interacting with a certain person? If yes, then you may have encountered a toxic person. Toxic individuals are those who consistently bring you down, drain your energy, and fill your life with stress rather than joy. They can be anyone: friends, family members, colleagues, even romantic partners. The toxicity they bring into relationships can have profound effects, from damaging your self-esteem to hampering your personal growth. It can cause emotional and sometimes even physical harm. Understanding the nature of such toxicity is essential because it's only when we recognize the poison that we can begin to find the antidote. Dealing with toxic people is not just about surviving their negativity but about thriving despite it. It's about setting boundaries, surrounding yourself with positivity, controlling your reactions, and knowing when it's time to sever ties and move on. So how do we deal with these toxic people? Let's dive into it. Firstly, setting boundaries. This is a crucial step in dealing with toxic people. The ability to establish clear boundaries is a powerful tool in managing relationships with all kinds of people. But it becomes particularly important when dealing with toxicity. Setting boundaries is about defining what is acceptable and unacceptable behavior in your interactions. It's like drawing a line in the sand that signifies where your needs, values, and personal space start, and where others' influence ends. And it's important to remember that it's not about controlling others, but about controlling your own life. In friendships, for example, you might set a boundary by expressing that you won't tolerate demeaning language or actions. You could say something like, "I value our friendship, but I need to be treated with respect. If you continue to belittle me, I'll have to reconsider our relationship." In the workplace, setting boundaries might mean communicating that you will not accept being overloaded with tasks beyond your role or working beyond your scheduled hours. You might say, "I'm committed to doing my best at work, but I also need to maintain a healthy work-life balance." For familial relationships, boundaries could be about limiting the amount of time you spend with certain family members, or standing up against intrusive or judgmental comments. You might say, "I love you, but I need you to respect my choices and my privacy." In romantic relationships, boundaries could be about emotional, physical, or digital space. You might express that you need time for yourself or that you won't accept disrespectful comments. You might say, "I care about you, but I also need to take care of my own needs and well-being." Remember, setting boundaries is not a one-size-fits-all process. It's unique to each individual and each relationship, and it's not always easy. It takes courage and practice, but it's absolutely worth it. It's empowering. It's a way of asserting your worth and protecting your mental and emotional health. Setting boundaries is not about being mean, it's about respecting your mental health. Secondly, surround yourself with positive people. This is a vital step that can often be overlooked when we're trying to navigate through the stormy seas of toxic relationships. The people we choose to spend our time with can greatly influence our mood, attitudes, and even our perspectives on life. Think of it as a seesaw. On one side you've got the heaviness of negativity pulling you down, but on the other side you've got the lightness of positivity lifting you up. The more positive people you have on your side, the higher you'll rise above the toxicity. Positive people radiate warmth, kindness, and respect. They lift your spirits when you're down and celebrate with you in your victories. They listen without judgment, offer constructive advice, and inspire you to strive for better things. Their energy is infectious, and their presence can help counterbalance the negative impact of toxic individuals. But how do you identify these beacons of positivity? Look for individuals who are confident and self-assured, but not arrogant. They are often optimistic, but also realistic. They appreciate the beauty in the world around them, and often find joy in the simplest things. They are not afraid to express their emotions, and are usually empathetic towards others. They value honesty and integrity, and are often very reliable. Attracting positive people into your life may require some effort. It starts with you. Be the kind of person you would want to be around. Show kindness, be respectful, and maintain a positive outlook. Remember, like attracts like. Try to engage in activities that you love, where you're likely to meet people who share similar interests. Join clubs, volunteer, or even start a new hobby. These are great platforms to meet positive people. To sum it up, positive relationships are like a breath of fresh air. They infuse your life with joy, peace, and positivity, helping you rise above the toxicity. Remember, you are the sum of the people you spend the most time with. Thirdly, controlling your reactions is pivotal. Now you might wonder why. Well, the reason is simple and yet profound. Toxic people often thrive on the drama they create. They provoke reactions hoping to pull you into their world of chaos and confusion. But here's the good news. You have the power to disarm them. You see, your reactions are like fuel to the fire of toxicity. When you react impulsively or emotionally, you're giving them what they want. You're playing into their hands, allowing them to manipulate you with ease. But what if you could control your reactions? What if you could maintain your composure even in the face of their attempts to provoke you? The key is emotional control. It's about recognizing your emotions, acknowledging them, but not allowing them to dictate your actions. When you feel yourself being pulled into their drama, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. Remind yourself that you don't have to participate in their game. You have the choice to respond rather than react. To do this, it's helpful to have a few strategies up your sleeve. One such strategy is to practice mindfulness. This involves focusing on the present moment, without judgment. It's about noticing your thoughts and feelings, but not getting swept away by them. Another strategy is to use positive affirmations. Remind yourself that you are strong, capable, and in control. These simple words can have a powerful impact on your mindset and your ability to control your reactions. You could also try visualizing a calm and peaceful place. This can help to reduce your stress levels and make it easier for you to maintain emotional control. And remember, it's okay to walk away from a situation if you need to. There's no shame in choosing peace over conflict. Controlling your reactions takes practice, but it's well worth the effort. It's a powerful tool for dealing with toxicity, and it's something that you can use in all areas of your life, not just in your relationships with toxic people. Control your reactions, don't let them control you. Lastly, it's important to know when to cut ties and move on. This step is often the hardest, but it's also one of the most crucial. When we're stuck in toxic relationships, be it romantic, familial, platonic, or professional, it's like being in a constant state of emotional turmoil. The constant negativity can be draining, leaving us feeling unhappy and unfulfilled. Recognizing the signs that it's time to move on is the first step. Maybe you've set boundaries, but they're continuously being crossed. Perhaps you've tried to be positive, but the other person keeps bringing you down. Or maybe you find yourself constantly on edge, walking on eggshells in fear of their reactions. These are clear indicators that the relationship is having a detrimental effect on your mental and emotional health. Remember, it's okay to prioritize your well-being. It's not selfish to put yourself first, especially when your peace of mind is at stake. There's a saying that goes, "You cannot pour from an empty cup." It means you can't give to others if you're not taking care of yourself first. And sometimes that means making the tough decision to cut ties with toxic individuals. Releasing toxic relationships doesn't mean you hate the person or wish them harm. It's simply an act of self-love and self-preservation. It's accepting that you can't change them, but you can change your situation. It's choosing peace over chaos, joy over sorrow, and love over hostility. Moving on doesn't mean forgetting the good times or disregarding the lessons learned. It's taking those experiences, both good and bad, and using them to grow and evolve. It's about stepping into a brighter, healthier future with a stronger sense of self and a deeper understanding of what you deserve in your relationships. In conclusion, it's essential to understand that sometimes the most self-loving action is to move on. Life is too short to spend it in turmoil. Choose peace, choose joy, choose love, and most importantly, choose you. Dealing with toxic people can be challenging, but remember, you have the power to manage these relationships. Let's recap the steps we've discussed. First, set boundaries. It's your right to decide the rules for how you want to be treated. Second, surround yourself with positivity. Positive energy can be a powerful antidote to toxicity. Third, learn to control your reactions. Your response can either fuel the toxicity or diffuse it. Finally, know when to move on. Some relationships, unfortunately, are beyond repair, and it's best to cut ties and move forward. Each of these steps can be applied in any type of relationship, whether it's a friendship, a workplace relationship, a familial relationship, or a romantic relationship. Remember, you deserve respect and kindness.
If you have found this video helpful, please give it the thumbs up and remember to subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment below.